Man, y'all, man, welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. We got another guest tonight. What's going on with y'all, man? As Big Dog over here would say, we late night marauder out here on these streets. You know what I'm saying? We're not on the streets though. We late marauder in the house, but
That's right.
nonetheless,
Well, we
welcome
belong
back.
at this point.
Welcome back. You're now on these streets, but we back with another video, man. Got Louis T the builder. How you doing, Louis? What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, as always, it's a pleasure to kick it with you, Tones, man. We was just talking about, coming up in the game and how long it's been and how long, we've been chopping it up for and how long you've been watching and all of that stuff. It's just crazy, man. To see your growth. Let me just say that. I remember when you was on the cell phone in the dark, trying to have these videos, and man, you've come a long way, bro, to where you are now, and see you hit your milestone, hit a K, and where you going, man. I'm really proud of your growth, bro, and not just as a content creator, but just in general in life, all that you've gone through, and man, proud of you, bro.
Man, Lou's seen everything, man. If one Commanders creator has seen everything, it's this man. This man right here. Louis T has seen everything.
Yeah,
shout out to Lou, man. Lou been there for everything. He was there when my mom died.
Yep.
You see my channel. He actually started a channel, so I did. See me hit my first 1,000, hit 2K.
Yep.
3K on the way, thank God.
Blessings, man. Blessings, bro.
5 years for me now. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, blessings, bro.
Fly.
That's right.
I'm a whole father. Shout out to little man. He's sleeping. Thank God.
Yeah.
Shout out to baby TJ, man. Shout out to little man. But yeah, man, y'all know we here for. You know what I'm saying? We had to chop it up, talk some Commanders. I know we rocking.
Yeah.
That was the obligation, Lou.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, yes.
Yeah, I was over on the other channel. I was like, man, I had a prior obligation in that. And I'm late. I felt so bad. I looked down. I didn't because we was having so much fun. I lost track of time, and I looked down. I was like, oh, because at least if I would have messaged you a lot sooner and would have let you know.
Yeah, straight. It's not. I was like, I figured you were streaming. I'm like, man, he'll probably know when you're done.
Yeah,
I'll just lay down, wait for my man, hit me up. So, all right, bro, I'm gonna go back in the studio. Let's get right back to it. But yeah, man, y'all know here for. Here's all these guys right here. The gang, the mob, squad. Y'all know. I know. We talking squad. I got no topics, man. We're gonna say, we got a topic we're gonna bring up tonight. OTAs, my man McDiddy. You know.
You wrong for that. You so wrong. We don't even know if he's guilty or not.
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I got it. Not looking good. One time, it's just too funny. But yeah, we saw Brandon McManus. Man by his government name. Said call him Brandon. We're gonna call the boy Brandon. I ain't gonna call me day to day. All right. I'm leave him alone. Leave him alone. I will not stop calling Emmanuel Forbes AJ Brown the third though. That's a thing.
Oh no.
until he can lock up a receiver that named Tyquan Thornton, he can call AJ Brown.
All right. What's so bad about that Emmanuel Forbes is that picture is rough. That's going around right now. Like, whoa. That's somebody sent me that. I was like, bro, that's a high school student he's standing next to. Like, what? That's crazy, man.
I think TJ got bigger legs than Emmanuel Forbes, bro.
That's wild.
It's getting bad. My 7-month-old son should not have bigger legs than a grown man. Not real life, bro.
That's all. Hey, I'm hoping that they got something in store for him. But that's our first round pick from last year, man.
My man needs the steak and eggs diet. My man need to go. They need to take my man to park on 14th every Saturday for brunch, bro, and get that man everything on the menu, bro. My man needs a 3-hour brunch. He needs to eat everything, bro. Eat everything, bro.
And the bad part is, it's not like he hasn't tried to gain weight. I'm pretty sure he's tried. Just he's not very good at it. Like his body he probably got super metabolism, and he probably don't have a massive appetite. Like he's probably tried to gain.
Trade his metabolism with mine. That'd be great. Give me his metabolism. God dang. God dang, bro. Sheesh. shoot, man. I got his mentality. I'm about to shed 40 pounds in a week, Sean. This man can't gain a pound to save his life. Let me have one false step. I gained 10 pounds. Like, what the hell? God dang, boy.
I feel you on that.
I ain't, man. Come on, man. I need to gain some weight, Sean. It's getting bad, bro. They gonna bully him, bro. He's too small. They gonna throw him like a rag doll, Lou. It's gonna be bad, bro.
The best I can say is he can't like jam anybody. He's got to stay. You know, he got to play off coverage, and you know, look, it is what it is at the point of catch. You know, he not gonna outmuscle anybody, but if he can, you know, break on the ball, like he can still have an impact. But
yeah.
You know, when
he going to time that perfectly, because if you don't time perfectly, he's gonna get bully ball by the habit. Especially got like AJ Brown and guys like that.
The good thing is it ain't a lot of those dudes walking around. Like,
that's true.
You don't see those every single week, but it ain't gonna be too many weeks where the dude across from him isn't bigger than him and probably bigger than him by 15, 20 pounds. But you know, when you get those 215
like food.
Those 215 pound, you know, 220 pound beasts like AJ, that's a problem.
It's gonna get ugly.
That's a problem.
It's gonna get ugly for
now. You're talking 50 pounds, right? Now you're talking 40, 50 pounds difference. It's one thing if a dude 15, 20 pounds heavier than you. When we talking, you know, 40, 50 pounds,
50,
it's crazy.
It's raps.
That's
raps, bro. It's raps, bro. I feel bad for him because, like, he didn't ask for this. He didn't ask for this, bro. He didn't ask to be drafted number 16 overall.
I mean, he did ask for that. He wanted to be a first round pick.
I mean, he won't be a first round pick, but he didn't ask for the, you know, the things that come with it.
Exactly. Nobody, you know, wants all. You know, you want the expectation, you want the responsibility, but the blowback that comes with it and the criticism and all that, if things don't go well, nobody ever asks for that. Nobody does. So it's just a part of it, though. You already know what you're signing up for.
It's your first round pick. The scrutiny is on 1,000. If you can't handle it, bro, you're out the kitchen. You know, you can go to UFL, go play for DC Defenders, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I think a couple of these Commanders players about to be joining Kelvin Harmon real soon. You know what I'm saying? The DC Defender archive for Darian Mathis.
We're gonna see, man. I haven't given up on him yet.
Bro. I know I'm dead wrong, but bro,
I haven't given up on him yet.
But he's still Robert Vera pick start. He's not look too hot, gang. It's not, bro. Because shout out Derek B. Actually, shout out Derek B. Lower subscriber yours, one of mine as well. Mm-hmm. We was chopping up. Who video comment section? Jaylen Morgan from Bleeding B&G. Yeah, shout out Jaylen Morgan. Go subscribe if you ain't done so. The remainder 2K. But we wrapping his comment section. He was like, "Oh, Diami ain't had the coaching. Diami this, Diami that." Excuse my French. My man Lamine as a kid had more production in one season my man Diami had in 3. I don't want to hear shit about no damn Diami Brown not getting the right coach. I don't want to hear it. It's excuses to me at this point. You're going in year 4. And you don't got a 200-yard season to show for, bro?
Yeah, you know.
Kelvin Harmon had a better rookie year than this man had any year in his career.
It's. I really think what it boils down to for Diami is outside of, I want to say his rookie season, he really hasn't had any opportunities, to be honest with you. You know, and not to be making a bunch of excuses for him because, you know, if he played in a system where they went out of their way to get him opportunities, I think he would have been a lot more productive. But, you know, he was drafted in 2021. That was the year they signed Curtis. He was in and out of the lineup. He really didn't play, which gave Diami more opportunities. They also were trying to figure out if Antonio Gandy Golden was going to be any good that year. So he still, you know, it was still a lot going on. It was a
mess.
And he's a rookie. So I don't know as a 3rd round pick how much you were expecting from him. But Curtis was healthy in 2022. Curtis was healthy in 2022, and they drafted Diami or Jahan as well. So I really don't think he ever got the opportunity after his rookie season. They overcorrected for the injury to Curtis because Curtis was so infrequently in the lineup in 2021 when they signed him that first year that they was like, if this happens again, we got to have a plan in place, and that plan in place was Jahan, right? Sign Jahan, draft Jahan. Curtis comes back, and now you got Diami as option 4. And remember, he was Scott Turner's guy. So Scott Turner was supposed to get him more involved, and he just didn't. And some of that could be the quarterback position too, right? Like we weren't stable at quarterback, and it was always change, and it's hard for a young receiver to get in sync with a different quarterback every year. So look, I'm not here to make a bunch of excuses for Diami. He has not been.
You're spitting facts, Lou. I'm not disagreeing with those, and I agree with all those points being made.
But you made points too. Like, bro, he hasn't had the production. Like the fact that, like you said, Kelvin Harmon in his rookie season probably has more yards than Diami does, like total in his career. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's wild to think about the lack of production that he's had, but I think he's capable. And if given more opportunities, I think he could be more of an impact. Now, I'm not telling you he's a 1,000-yard receiver. I'm not telling you he's this dynamic game changer, but I think Diami could be a 550-yard, 47 catch type of receiver if given more opportunities. I just don't think he's had a ton of opportunities.
I can feel that. I will say this though: the opportunities he's had, he hasn't taken advantage of like I think he should. So he got more targets last year than any other year in his career. And I don't feel like he took advantage of them. Because the opportunity he had in 2022, he actually took advantage of those. I'm not gonna kill him for his sophomore season. Because the little bit of opportunities he did have, he took advantage of them. Titans game, okay, I got 2 bombs. I'm gonna catch both of these. They go right to the damn end zone. He took advantage of them. And the little ones he got here and there, little slants on third down, things like that, he took advantage of those. Last year, I didn't see that. He took advantage. Sometimes, touchdown versus Seattle, that was a nice catch. Nice run out the catch, got in the end zone, tied the game up, clutch situation. That's nice. But the game against the Bears, he had a bomb that Sam.
It wasn't a great throw from Sam, but I thought Diami could have done a little bit more.
Making quarterback right.
Bro. He could have dove
for it, bro.
Yep. I agree.
I don't get it, bro. Tam gonna die for that. Jahan would have died for that. Much as Jahan wasn't productive last year, Jahan would have died for that.
Yeah, I agree. And I said that in a moment. Like, you got to make your quarterback right in that situation. Like, that was not a great throw from Sam. When somebody's that wide open, I need my quarterback to hit that. But make him right, man. Make a play. And he didn't even attempt to dive. You're not wrong. Some of those attempts, you got to be careful with attempts, because with Sam throwing the ball away as much as he did, as the season wore on, whoever's closest gets attempt,
Yeah, target.
So, a target rather. Excuse me. Thank you for that. And so you got to be careful with, like, a guy had, XYZ amount of targets.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been given a ton of opportunities, and no, he hasn't taken advantage of every opportunity that he's been given. But I feel like if given more opportunities, he could have been more effective.
Yeah, and I think them drafting Jahan maybe think they gave up on Diami. I mean, clearly because he's out the rotation for real. He's not playing much. He's playing mostly specials. So it's like, did y'all just give up on Diami already? That's why when I do projection of the roster, I'm like, I don't think he's going to be on this team. And if he is, he's going to be back end of the team. Yep. He's going to play only specials. I don't think he's going to get a bunch of receiver touches. They signed Lame Zaccheaus for a reason. Mm-hmm. They drafted Luke McCaffrey for a reason. Mm-hmm. They picked up Jack Saint as an undrafted priority free agent. I mean, not for a particular reason, but they like his game, obviously. Mm-hmm. I like Mitchell Tinsley. I think Mitchell Tinsley can play. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be tough for Diami. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be tough for Diami. Maybe he might need a change of scenery. I think last year with Sam, I'm like, if you can't do it with your college quarterback, who the hell can you do it with?
Yeah, it's he's gonna be interesting. I still see a roster spot with his name on it, but to your point, this group didn't draft him, and they don't have any ties to him, and all it's again, we're not super talented at receiver. So my thing is like, are there truly 3 options? Because I think we're probably going to be 6 deep at receiver. Are you telling me that there are 6? Are there 3 options better than Diami Brown right now after McCaffrey, and Terry? Like, are you telling me that there are 3 guys better between Crowder, Zacchaeus, Bird, Jack Saint? Like,
me too.
And that's the thing. You might be able to find 2 guys that you like, but are there 3? Like,
yeah, it probably isn't 3.
I
don't right. Probably
like,
not.
If he doesn't make this team, I'm gonna just say, okay, they didn't like Diami, and the cards were stacked against him. Like, somebody's got to have like a really strong, I want it to be obvious, like, yo, like they really outperformed Diami.
Yeah.
They
Mitchell
turned their
Tinsley
way onto the roster.
like
don't just get rid of him because we didn't draft him and we want to give one of these other dudes a chance. Like, that's trash. Because guess what? Ain't nobody fighting you over Demir Bird. Ain't nobody fighting you over Rosamie Saint or Jack Saint. Ain't nobody fighting you over
Mitchell Tinsley.
Mitchell Tinsley or Olamide Zacchaeus. Them dudes can end up on the practice squad if you like them. Like, you don't have to, because if you get rid of Diami, somebody gonna scoop him up. Whether you think he trash or not, somebody gonna scoop him up. He only got 1 year left on his deal. My whole thing is, if you got 3 dudes better, right? If you got 3 guys that's better and you think they better, fine, cut him. If we're keeping 5, he could be in trouble. I could see a situation where he's in trouble. I just think he's the 4th best receiver before you even get to that conglomerate of Crowder, Zacchaeus, and Bird, and Saint and Jack Saint. I don't like Dax Milne doesn't stand a chance of making this roster. I don't think.
Mitchell Steele girls out of here.
Mitchell Tinsley, I don't think he's this year's, or Rosamie Jack Saint is this year's Mitchell Tinsley. So if anything, he'll be replacing Tinsley. They're not going to keep Tinsley over him unless Tinsley has a ridiculous camp into the preseason. Yeah. So I just want to see them like stick true to form. They said they're going to let guys compete. Let them compete. And if Diami's not one of your best 6 receivers, okay, move on from him. I just find it hard to believe that he won't be. If you're keeping 6, one of your 6 best receivers.
I can see it.
And you mentioned he plays special teams, which he plays a mean special team.
Yeah, he's a really good special teams player, and I will not take that away from Diami. Like I said, and sometimes Diami does make a big play, and you're like, dang, there you go. Mm-hmm. I want to see more of it. Mm-hmm. The word I'm looking for from Diami Brown is consistency.
Yeah,
that's the adjective I'm looking for from Diami Brown. Consistency. Yeah. And this is a guy that watches him all the time. I watch all his YouTube videos. I watch all that. I actually like Diami Brown. I'm not the guy that's
you rooting for him.
I want him to do well, but I can't just say, oh, you're gonna go ball out and just excuse my French, go out and dick eat, and this man don't do nothing but just look like mid and do the same crap he did the last 3 years.
Right.
I can't say
I mean, I get it. I understand where you're coming from.
Slap me if I say that. Bro. Stupid. Yeah. Slap me, bro. Like, what am I doing? I'm tweaking, bro. Like, what's wrong with me, bro? Like, but I don't know, man. I hope he blossoms this year and show some real flashes of why he should be here going forward. Mm-hmm. And I hope he does. I really do, because I like to come out of UNC. I really did, but he gotta show something, man. He got something to prove. What's another guy you think got something to prove on this roster this year? It could be anybody. It could be a guy that just got here, a guy that's been here for a while. Doesn't matter. It could be anybody.
Oh well, I mean, that's low hanging fruit. I mean, obviously, Emmanuel Forbes has something to prove after a really down rookie season. But, even more so than that, Fedarian Mathis, right? This is a former second
I
round
just did
pick.
a video on him. That's funny. It's funny
Yeah,
you brought him up. I just did a video on him.
Literally, like this dude is a former second round pick who might have played. He might have played in 6 games in 2 years. Might have. Like,
He played in 5 last year.
And then he played in 1 his rookie
year,
which was literally like
didn't finish it even.
3 snaps, like 3 or 4 snaps before
he played one series and got hurt.
Yeah, so like 6 games or so over a 2-year span. Like that's ridiculous. That's insane. But you know, you can't help injuries. It is what it is. But it's just it sucks because, excuse me, a lot of us didn't think he was worthy of a second round pick to begin with. And for him to be, you know, a second round pick and then obviously not living up to expectations and not being able to stay healthy. And then they just drafted another guy as a second round pick that we think is going to take any snaps that he was supposed to get. And we all like John Ridgeway. And we're like, yo, if you only keep him 4, I probably would lean towards Ridgeway before, you know, because he's shown me more and he's carved out a niche for himself. But, you know, for Phil, it's just like, bro, if you're talented, you better start showing it.
Gotta start showing it, man.
Better start showing it now, because this group didn't draft you. They didn't draft you in the second round. They don't care.
They will get rid of you quick.
They will cut you so fast to make your head spin.
Didn't you know you'll be a decent defender, my boy? I'll tell you, you will become a decent defender. You will be on DC defenders. Yeah. You make try together, bro. You gonna get
out there with DJ Swearinger.
Hey, you go ahead with DJ Swearinger, Kelvin Harmon, bro. Yeah. You better get the
hit him with a camera.
Oh shoot, boy!
Hit him with a camera on, like you a defender for the DC Defenders. Hey, go ahead, man. I think he's gonna. I think this is going to be a pivotal year for him. This is a pivotal year for him, man.
Oh, shoot, boy. Oh, boy. That was hilarious. You a defender. DC defender. My man just playing with his life, gang. Oh, my gosh. Adore Gunner brought a nice comment here. Y'all remember Cam Sims. He had really good game when you throw his name for 10. Cam had a nice stretch at the end of 2020 season. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill Cam.
Yeah, Cam had a really good 2020 season. Like that season again is probably more than anything. That's probably more than Diami's had combined in his first 3 seasons. That one, because I think Cam had over 500 yards that year. I think.
Yeah, he had 500 on the dot, and Diami had about 500 yards in his career.
Yeah, so I mean,
that's crazy.
I get the disrespect for Diami, but Cam Sims, after 2020, he had gained our respect, if nothing else. Like Diami hasn't put together a season like that.
Yeah, facts. I say it's gotta be consistent with Diami. I can't lie to you. Defender. I'm gonna use that, Lou. You gonna get a defender for the DC Defenders, bro? Come on, man. You want to come to Audi Field instead of Commanders Field? Yeah, come on in, man.
That's a Cam bar. That sounds like something Cam would say. That sounds like a Cam.
Cameron's a fool, gang. Yeah. Cameron's a fool, bro. Cameron is a fool. So you brought music. We know you run the Music Here University channel, and I'll ask all my guests this week because I won't ask Rico earlier, but I didn't get to ask Rico. But so for anyone that don't watch you, that don't watch the Music Here University channel, stuff like that, what is your music taste, and what are your thoughts on the Kendrick and Drake beef?
So musically, I'm all over the place. Just depending on the day, you can catch me listening to some rock. You know,
rock with that.
You can catch me listening to some pop. You can catch me listening to some boy band stuff from the 90s. Like I'm all over the map, bro. I'm at my core. I'm an R&B dude. Love R&B. Go all the way back to the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, etc. I'm a massive
90s, early 2000s R&B.
I'm a massive R&B fan, bro. And then I love hip hop, and my hip hop knowledge probably extends to the early 90s all the way to present day. But I try to go back to the 80s and learn the origins. I had a friend that was like really hit me on to the 80s hip hop scene and like all of that stuff. So I had gotten really entrenched in it then. But I enjoy hip hop, but I don't listen to a lot of the newer stuff.
I'm about to get to that. I'm about to get to that too. I'm about to get to that. I was about to get to that.
So I rock with some of them, some dudes like, it's certain artists that I vibe to because I'm not completely old. Like, I'm not 80 years old, so I'm not out here talking about back in my day, but some of these, a lot of these, rappers these days trash. So, I do have a standard.
A lot of them are. And that's someone in their early 30s that listen to all that. Yeah. I've been through the 2000s with the R&B and a little bit of hip hop and Jay-Z's of the world and Fab and Diddy and all that, and switching to the Drake era. And they got all the drill stuff and Chief Keef and this and that and the Chicago drill scene. And everybody got a drill scene. Everybody got a freaking It's ridiculous. Like everything sounds the same. That's what annoying about today's hip hop. Everything has to be drill. Like you got UK drill, you got New York, and you got these Florida dudes with these big old retarded wicks and these chains talking about shooting ops and this. I don't want to hear that shit.
But see, you gotta understand, Tone.
You gotta switch it up with me, gang. Like
with music, people are always chasing a sound and whatever's popular. And drill music became really, really popular, man.
Chicago switched that 2012 changed everything.
Chief Keef was he started it, and then you could see the evolution of it with King Von and all of those,
Von,
and
Von for sure.
What's my dude name that was like his best friend? Yes, Lil Durk. Like Durk and all of them, and you could just see that Chicago scene
movement was crazy.
And
the OTF Lamron movement was OD.
Yeah. So after that, everybody wanted a piece of drill music because it was what was hot. And like you said,
got their own form of it now. Like it's like what the hell? Like
everybody got a form of drill music.
But I'm gonna lie, like what I do like about DC's version of it is not as like it don't sound as like dark. Like it kind of switch it up. They like guy like KP Skywalker and Kuda Fuel and they switch it up a little bit. Like they kind of switch up the topic, stuff like that. It's not always pull up on ops and up pipes and shoot people and all this other food. It kind of switch up a little bit. Like, at least I'm trying to get some money or something. Like, okay, cool. I can deal with you. You trying to hustle or something. All this shoot, bang them up. Like, bro, I ain't no shooter. I ain't no gangster. I don't want to keep hearing that. Like, give me something different. Give me a different sound. So, but I like them in Gunu or Supi's Gunu as well. Like, it gave us a different type of flavor here and there. Dude. Active baller. No Savage and give a number drill crap. For that man locked up now for shooting people. But nonetheless, like that's why I really want to talk to you about that because like I know you're a little older than me, so it's like you seen more than I've seen. So it's like
it's crazy. I mean,
and things of that nature.
You as musically, you just adapt, and that's what music does. It adapts, and you could either be stuck in the past and refuse to adapt and just say, I don't want to hear that. Or you could just, grow with the times. You might not rock with it. Like I don't rock with it, but I'm not oblivious to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I understand what the climate is. And, I dibble and dabble. I pick out the ones that, I like to hear. And sometimes I just want to vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I ain't even worried about lyrical content or, which is hard for me because even if you ain't rapping about nothing, I'm still listening to what you're saying.
Same.
But
facts.
Sometimes like I just want to vibe, and some of them beats or some of the songs just be dope, just get the vibe to it, you know what I'm saying? So
out of the drill movement, I would say Chicago specifically, because I won't say the whole country, specifically Chicago. I was rocking with Dirt, still rock with Dirt here and there. Von was cool. That was crazy what happened to him, by the way. That was OD. I was in Atlanta that weekend too. That was kind of crazy, but not here nor there. I'm always in Atlanta for some reason. Yeah, Von. I was rocking with Keith when Keith first came out, but like I think after not what tape it was, like bro, it just started sounding like way too melodic, auto tune this. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that. Like that just sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's like when y'all take things too far and y'all overuse things. It's like, all right, bro.
When don't like when that hit, it was crazy.
Like, no, it changed everything.
It was nuclear, bro. Like
it was nuclear.
It was a game changer. Like
game changer. I would say before I don't like. I would say when he first dropped the tape, it was a song like I don't know them or something. That kind of like so I started hearing that in the DMV. I said, "Who the hell is this?" Chief Keef. Who is Chief Keef? He from Chicago, huh? Okay, that's how I listen to him. So, okay, he rock a little bit. But it definitely started to buzz. The buzz started to hit around the country.
Yeah.
When I don't like dropping Lil Reese.
Yeah, that was
nothing.
And you know who else I rock with from Chicago? G Herbo. Like I really like G Herbo.
I like him Bibby when he was rapping too. I like Bibby when he was rapping too.
Yeah. So
him discovering Juice WRLD was crazy. I rocked with Juice WRLD for a while.
But, now that was crazy what happened to him. That that's one of those situations where some of these rappers you're not sure if they actually live in what's in their rhymes where they talking about sipping on lean and taking codeine, this, that, and the third, and you taking these pills and these uppers and these downers and Xannies, and you're not really sure because like Future be talking about he don't take that stuff for real. You know what I'm saying? Future talk about that all the time, but he really don't take that stuff. But it's some of these dudes that, especially these young cats, they really are. And Juice WRLD, I think that kind of opened up a lot of people's eyes. Like, yo, there's people out here really doing this shit for real, and they killing themselves, man. And that's real. Like, you would hope like situations like DJ Screw. I know that's a little bit. For some of y'all, it's going back a little ways, but he was the inventor of Chopped and Screwed.
Oh yeah,
he killed himself. Well, he didn't kill himself intentionally, but he killed himself drinking lean. Like that was big in Houston, big in their culture, and
stuff is no game, bro.
That stuff ain't no joke, bro. And so a lot of these artists, be doing some of that stuff, and you hope that some of these lessons that are out here that are unfortunate, but they taking heed to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. I definitely completely agree with you on that. And I'm glad I'm finally getting your perspective on this type of stuff. Cause I know, like I say, you say at your heart, you R&B, you early 2000s, early 90s hip hop, things of that nature. But it's good to hear, like, you know what I'm saying? People like, because you're my cousin's age, you know what I'm saying? So they like, I don't like hearing that crap. I don't hear no one no drill, no this and that. Like they'll listen to it every now and then because they kids, like 18, 19, stuff like that. They like, I don't want to hear that crap for real. I don't no. So
I try to stay youthful, man. So in order to stay youthful, I gotta dibble and dabble. I try to pick out the stuff that I'm more of a Atlanta type of guy. That's more of my scene when I'm listening.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Young Thug and Gunna and Nav. And, like that's my scene.
Nav, my guy. Nav is my guy. I think I got like 20 V-Lone shirts of his collabs. Like I'm a Nav fanatic.
Yeah, I love Nav too. Just I got a whole playlist dedicated to just Nav. You know what I'm saying?
Nav's my guy. Nav's my guy. I don't know if you heard of Scory. He from Syracuse, New York. He's not a drill rapper at all though, but I like his stuff a lot too. I like Scory. Little young cat, but he knows about the culture. He understands the culture, stuff like that. I'll probably send his latest album. I'll probably send it to you.
I'm about to say send me so I can check it out and see what he about.
Yeah. So he's done collabs like Polo G. He's actually Polo G's artist. Okay. He signed a Polo G. So
I like Polo G.
Yeah, I rock with Polo G. I rock with him the long way. If you like outside of the drill stuff, I really rock with Polo G for real. And I like the Atlanta stuff. I'm always in Atlanta, so that's all you
like I told you, I'm all over the place. So
me too. I'm like all over the place, but like lately I've kind of like got away from certain stuff, like a young boy. It's like I can't hear that. It sounds too dark for me. Like it darkens my spirit. I'm good.
Yeah, that's when you got to draw the line.
I gotta protect my spirit. Speaking of spirit, I saw Will Diggs' comment. So I gave a verse of the day on the Rico stream. So I didn't say it on here. That's why I just got right to the fanatics. But it was a Psalms 119 verse 105. So if you want to go look that one up, you can. Yeah, I'll find it real quick. Why not? We don't want to keep dogging our spirits with drill stuff and young boys, Fredo Bangs, and all that foolishness. But it said, "Your word is my lamp for my feet, a light on my path." So y'all can go look that up. It's kind of pretty simple and straightforward. You probably don't know what that means, but I can't. But yeah, shout out to Will. Will always ask for the verse of the day. I appreciate that. Keep me my Bible. Appreciate that, sir. Appreciate you. Big Money Sonny. What's going on with you, man?
What up, Big Money? What's going on with you? What up, Will? What up, y'all?
But yeah, I'm glad I really got to hear your music sense. I really want to talk about that topic. I know you do the music head stuff. I watch the videos. I love the content, by the way.
I appreciate it, man.
I love the content. I love it. I appreciate it. And I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see multiple channels from you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you're Louis T and the Commander stuff, but y'all never side of you.
So I mean, that's one of my passions, man. Like
facts.
One
of my two. I love music. I love music and fashion more than anything.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't realize how big you were in the fashion to the A Lot channel, and then once I saw that,
all that sneakers, I'm big into that. Like, I'm not trendy though. I try to keep it like non-trendy as possible. I don't like hopping on trends. I don't dick ride. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Respectfully, I'm not doing it. If I see a trend I like, all right, cool.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, right? Like some trends are dope, right? Some trends are dope, and you like, yo, I'm not usually, I like to be a trend setter, not a trend follower, but that's dope. And if it's dope, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I did see that you were really heavy into fashion, and it's good to show people other aspects of your personality and how you think and feel. So love sports, love football in particular, but one of my biggest passions is music. Like, so I was like, why not start a channel?
Yeah, completely agree with that. But that's what I saw you started doing. I said, I knew you was in the music. You do the singing in the videos. Also, I knew you was in the music anyway. But I'm like, oh yeah. I saw you started a channel. I said, oh yeah, I'm that about to tune into this. I'm about to sub. I'm about to watch all this. This is about to So I'll binge watch you at night while TJ's sleeping. And Chanel walk by. She's like, what are you watching? That Louis T. I'm like, yeah. There ain't no Commander stuff. What's that?
Yeah.
It's his other channel. We can't multiple channels now? Yeah, I guess you had a good point.
That's funny, man. It's crazy how many people, like their siblings, like know who I am. That's just a testament to how much you guys watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people's siblings be like, "Is that Louis T?" And I'm like, "That's crazy." Like I had somebody, one of the craziest interactions, probably the craziest interaction I had with somebody was I was at a Redskins was Commanders event that they had at the time. I was a season ticket holder, so I was at this event. And I was standing in line because I wanted to talk to Jason Wright. So,
okay. This is sort of recent.
It was probably like 2-3 years ago. And so I'm standing in line waiting to talk to Jason Wright, take a picture with him, all that stuff. I showed you guys the picture that I took with him.
Yeah, I remember that.
And this dude rolls up on me. And I always can tell when somebody recognizes me because they look at me and I see him. Like we make eye contact, and then they
say nothing.
They don't, but they look like they want to say something, but they like not sure if they want to say something. And I'll be like, I want to say something to them, but I'm like, I'm not going to embarrass myself because a lot of people don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know who I am, so I don't want to assume. So I turned back around, and he finally just came up to me. He's like, "Yo, you Louis T, bro. I watch all your stuff, yada, yada, yada." So I talked like, "Yo, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you." Dapped him up. He was like, "Yo, I gotta call my mom." yo, my mom watch your show too. She ain't gonna believe this. I'm like, wait, hold on, bro. You like the same age as me. Your mom watches the show? He's like, yo, she not gonna believe it. So,
oh shoot!
He pulls his phone out. He hits his mom. He puts her on speakerphone. He's like, yo, mom, you not gonna believe this. Guess who I'm standing talking to right now? And he's like, she's like, who? He's like, Louis T. She's like, oh my God, it's Louis T. Da, 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 da. I was like, yo, this is unreal right now. Like, I can't, like, sometimes I be like tripping because I'm like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it be wild sometimes, you know, when you run into somebody. And
that's crazy.
That was the craziest.
I don't lie. If my mom was still here, she probably would recognize you. Not because she watched you personally, but she saw always me watching you. Yeah. I was in the living room or something, or something like that. She'd be like, that Louis T? But yeah. She would like, but she, I always should have get that kind of reaction. But she's like, oh, it's Louis T. Oh my gosh. Like, my son loves your channel. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my mom was a semi fan of the channel. She watched whenever, she tried to watch whenever I'm in the living room or something, hop in, listen a little bit or something.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mom Dukes, man. Mom. I'll let Tony Busey, man, for sure. Yeah. But that's crazy. That's crazy. I think the crazy interaction I had at the Commanders draft party, actually. Mm-hmm. I didn't even tell Chanel this one. I didn't even tell Wifey this one. Oh God, boy. There was a chick that walked up to me.
Uh-oh.
She's like, you tap? You Tone? I was like, who's tapping me?
Yeah.
Said, yes. I love your videos and they're like this. I was like, girl, get off my shirt.
she grabbed you?
Grabbed my shirt. Said, ma'am.
Oh yeah. She was tripping.
I was like, ma'am, chill. Yeah. So
she might have been sauced up though, because y'all was at the draft party. She might have had a couple already.
Yeah, she like she was done doc.
Yeah, okay.
But she needed to go home done doc.
Yeah. She had to be, because if she wasn't, we got a problem on our hands.
Then her boyfriend walked up. Said, "Who the f is you?" I said, "Whoa, Brody,
right?
I don't want to smoke." Cause I was Big Simple. I was Skin fan all day.
I saw your vlog.
Yeah.
I was dap
them,
up.
but I ain't meet up with them yet. I'm trying to still find them.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm looking for.
So you was Dolo. You was solo for Dolo.
Yeah, I was Dolo. I
was,
when I meet up with people, I usually move Dolo. I move by myself. I got a friend named Dog, but can't talk about that. I usually move solo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With a little buddy, with a little friend. Yeah, so me and my little friend was walking, and she did that walk up on me. I was like, what the hell? Boyfriend, like, what's up with you, bro? I said, hey, gang.
Yeah. Chill,
she
bro.
Was, no. He has a YouTube channel that you know the guy I be watching? And he was like, oh, you pro tech. What's up, bro? I said, good, G.
That disarmed everything. Like, yeah.
He like, it was good, gang.
That put him at ease right there. Good thing he knew, because that could have got ugly.
Yeah, he went back on 10 though, because she like, yeah, any cute. I was like, oh hell no, I'm walking off. Yeah. He was like, but he got on 10 with her. So you gonna talk to this nigga in front of my?
I don't blame her. She was embarrassing him, man. That's why I'm saying she had to be sauced up.
I said, bro, I told bro, I said, come here, bro. Take her home now. Please, my boy. He was like, she is tripping. Take her home. He was like, yeah, you know what, bro? I want to see Daryl Green, but I feel bad. I'll just take her home.
Yeah.
You gonna take her home, pull back up, put her to sleep or something. Like, take her home. She tripping.
Yeah, she was wild.
And then he was like, bro, you a real one. You ain't trying to talk to her. No, bro, I don't got time for no, bro. Take her home, bro. And he was like, we need more men like you. But that was a wild interaction.
That was wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
I was like, hey.
I've never encountered a female, and that's probably a good thing. Being that your situation went the way that it did, that's probably a good thing.
You're like,
plus my wife crazy, so I don't need that smoke, bro.
So is Chanel. I was like, yo, I don't have time for this. I hinted to her. I was like, yeah, I had a female friend run up there. How it go? I said, she was a drunk. I left like that. I ain't give her all the details. Like, I don't want to give her all the details because she might. Chanel the type. Oh, she did what? She tried to do what? If I don't got no car, I'm just call the Uber. I'm gonna go back down there. I'm gonna go holler at her, bro. No, bro, it's not that shit, bro. Chanel, cut the Uber app off. Not that shit.
Yeah,
it's situated. The boyfriend took her home. It's over with.
It's all good, bro.
Because Chanel going 10 for me. She don't go 10 for nobody else but her mother, that little boy in that house, and me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to us, she like this, ready to go. Oh my
You
gosh.
never lie.
I'm like, shorty, you tripping, gang. Go sit down, gang. Go sit down.
She's ready to go.
Shit, bro, hands and all. Wild as hell. Yes, wild as hell is damn right, Carson. For no reason. I got a full story time on the live channel because more happened after that. That was a crazy day. I ain't gonna hold you. I had a few wild interactions that day, but that was the wildest one.
Yeah.
I had a few wild interactions. Unfortunately, on with females. What the hell? I was Road Warrior, and like they did the same thing with Roy Warrior. Said, who them? Who with you, bro? Bro, I'm catching it, bro. I don't got time, bro.
I need to go.
No,
I need to go to Tone's lingo class because you broke that down. I would have been like wild ash. I wouldn't have been like wild as hell.
I think the DMV people say with the H, but some Chicago say with an L. It's like wild as hell. I'm like, what's ASL mean? Like, it's wild as hell in Chicago lingo. Like, what the?
You see,
like I'm around too many cultures. Like I got my boy Cal lives in Atlanta. I'm always in Atlanta, so when I hear Atlanta lingo, I know what it is. My boy from Chicago, I know what Chicago lingo is. I know, hey, check it out. Oh, I'm not checking out nothing. I gotta go. You're not about to rob me. You're not about to shoot me. And you're not about to kill me. I'm going that way. I'm not checking nothing. I got cousin in North Carolina. I got cousin in LA. I go see her every now and then. So I'm everywhere. So I kind of know almost everybody's lingo and how people talk. People be tripping, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
I know what to say, what not to say. I know what to say, what not to say. Almost in every city.
Yeah.
Except for Houston. I don't know about Houston lingo like that, but almost every other big city won't catch me.
I need a class then.
It's especially in Chicago. Won't catch me. Last time I was in Chicago, I think it was like 2015. My boy Luke, he's from the suburbs, but he know people in every hood. So he's like, hey, you want to go to O Block?
No, like that. I don't know why people are fascinated with trying to take you to the hood. I don't want to go to the hood. You know, I'm good, right?
He's like, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm about to say
that. But he showed around downtown and all that. It was cool. Like shout out my man for that. I appreciate that. Like Chicago's a very beautiful city. When you go to the hood, it's rap. Beautiful city downtown. Beautiful. Let's get back to the football. That was fun. That was definitely fun. Talk about all that stuff. So we gonna start OTAs. So what were your two biggest takeaways from OTAs, and what are your thoughts on Jayden Daniel so far?
So, two biggest takeaways. They're having a left tackle competition. They're open about that. So we'll see how that develops over the course of the training camp period, because that's when it really starts to heat up. I mean, you can take the reps now, but there's no pads on. So, but just openly hearing them talk about a competition. One of those two is going to probably be our starting left tackle. So that's one. And two, it scares me because that all signs point to Andrew Wiley being your starting right tackle. Like I was hoping that they would be trying one on that side and one on the other side. But the fact that they're competing at left tackle would probably indicate that they're just going to roll with Andrew Wiley at right tackle, which I never in my wildest dreams imagined he'd be starting at right tackle after what we watched last year. Even though he got better as the season progressed, I just didn't see that happening. So that'd be one thing. And then the second thing would probably be how impressed they've been with the offensive line. I mean, this is all Jayden Daniels aside because he's the number one storyline for me. But you asked me a separate question about him, so I'll leave him out of this discussion and just say that they've been really impressed with the receivers. and how they've caught the ball in OTAs. I know that's a group that everybody's somewhat nervous about. And I think that this group is going to be fine. And we'll see what they ultimately. We already had a conversation about Diami Brown, but that whole group as a whole, we'll see what it ultimately ends up looking like. But I'm fascinated. Like, Luke has come in and he's looked really good, and people have been really impressed with him. That's a good sign, because I think that Jahan's going to have his best season of his career this year. And we just know what to expect from Terry at this point. So
he's Terry freaking McLaurin.
So I think we got 3 receivers. If Luke is legit, and all signs point to that right now, and it's early, but all signs point to him being legit, then we got ourselves 3 really good receivers, and that's all you need in this league. If you got 3 really good guys you can rely on, and then you got some solid tight ends and running backs, then you're straight. And so Jayden Daniels has been super impressive from everything that we've heard, from some of the throws that we've seen that they've shown us. He's going to make mistakes. Not naive in thinking that everything's going to be, all candies and, everything's going to be all peachy keen. I understand that mistakes will be made. He's thrown interceptions already in these periods and things of that nature. But listening to them talk about how advanced he is in setting protections, and how good of a leader he is, how he's already commanding the huddle, how he's coming in early and he's staying late, and how he's already commanding the respect of the veterans with the way that he carries and conducts himself. These are all good things that you want to hear, right? And you listen to how a team like the Patriots described their rookie quarterback when asked about, Drake May, and he's like, yeah, he's got a lot of work to do, right? Like, that's not really an encouraging endorsement and a ringing endorsement of your young quarterback. But in the case of, Jayden Daniels, it's been nothing but positivity. They've been really excited about what he's brought to the table, and that makes me feel really good as a fan, knowing that we haven't had a franchise quarterback in almost 4 decades, that this is a guy that could potentially put all of this to rest. I'm excited to see what it looks like, to see how he handles all of this, and to see if he can't give us a spark and, help kind of turn this organization around. Because in order to have the kind of transformation that we're looking for, you got to have that quarterback. It just doesn't happen without that quarterback,
Ask the Bengals.
Yep, exactly.
Ask the Chiefs.
Yep.
Ask the Bills.
You can go down the list, bro. The Bills.
Even so, certain you can ask the Chargers.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's a franchise quarterback. I'm sure a team like the Raiders would love to have him. you ask the Texans last year. They got their sneak preview, their franchise guy, and going to the playoffs and winning the playoff game in convincing fashion. I'm like, mind you. So you gotta have that quarterback. As for me, I think the number 2 thing I take away from OTA so far, I definitely agree with the receiving group. But where they're playing 7-on-7s, get separation, catching the ball. I know it's not foul pads, but this is when you get the chemistry. This is when you check these guys 1-on-1 and you put people in straps, or they put work on you. This is the time for that. So I like the way the receivers catching the ball, especially Luke McCaffrey. Are even playing the X position too, so that's good that they can show that versatility, not just be a slot guy. Which I like to see that as well. And like you said, with the really good receiving group, the tight end group's been impressive too. Zach Ertz did high point catches and doing his thug thizzle. And year 13 is beautiful to see. Ben Sinnott getting used to the game and making a play every now and then. It's nice to see as well. Monty Rogers looking like he's spry off the injury. I think that's huge. I think that's a guy I'm going to watch out for to make this roster. I believe Monty Rogers has a decent shot to make this team.
I was so high on him going into last year before he got injured. And I'm really hoping he's back. Being that the injury happened so early last year in the offseason, he's fully healthy now. Like, he's had essentially a year, probably was right around this time. I want to say that injury occurred in May last year.
Yeah.
So it's been a full calendar year. by the time we get to camp in July, he would have had 14 months since the injury, and I'm just hoping he balls out because I'm rooting for him. I really like him. I really like him a lot.
I love his athleticism, and I think that's something that none of the tight ends in the room, even Ben Sinnott, possesses.
Right.
I think he's the most athletic freak in the room when it comes to no Diddy, by the way. Not even gotta say in 2024, gotta say no Diddy, but I'm saying you say anything weird. We have to say it now. Pause. No Diddy. All right. Whatever. But he's the most athletic tight end in the room. That's what he is. And I think that gives him an edge that the other guys that try to fight for a roster spot don't have.
Yeah.
So, man, Mr. Cole Turner, I advise you to turn up, buddy. Generic name John Bates, 55 overall, no badges. Dude doing great pants. Come on, boy. Come on. I get it going.
Yeah. You know what's going to be
interesting? Having stuff don't have a roster spot.
What's going to be interesting is if they keep in 3 or 4. If they keep in 3, it can get a little dicey. I don't see.
3.
You think they keep it 3?
I keep it 3. I think 3.
If they keep it,
I think what they want to do is, I think they want to keep maybe an extra receiver. So I'm thinking they might want to keep 6 receivers. So I'm thinking 3 tight ends. But also, they can staff when these guys in the practice squad, they can call up too. So they use the practice squad as an extension of the roster. So I'm like, do you really want to keep 4 tight ends?
Yeah, it's gonna, like, if you're gonna have to trim off the fat somewhere to keep an extra, like, do we really have 6 receivers?
That's worth a damn.
Yeah, like versus 4 tight ends. Like if it comes down to that,
I think they might go 4 tight ends.
I would rather go 4 tight ends than 6 receivers. I just don't think we have 6 guys that are worthy of a roster spot if you got to do it at the expense of a tight end position. If you're able to keep 6 receivers and 4 tight ends, let's say you go, because I think the number, you don't want to go over 25. I think the number is 25 or 24 on offense.
3 specialists.
You would like to go 25, 20. It's rare you go 25, 25 and 3. You would like to, but one side usually gets 26, and the other side has to figure it out with 24.
I think that's how the defensive side this year. I think we're much a defensive team than an offensive team.
Yeah, it could be.
On paper, it's on paper now. But.
Yeah, I think the talent is more so geared towards that side of the ball than it is on the defense offensive side. So if that's the case, then you would think they would get the 26 if you're going to go in that direction.
24, yeah.
You need the 24 on offense just because you don't have the talent on that side of the ball right now. So it's up to them to figure out, and time will tell in camp, and what guys have done and the body of work they've put forth will determine who's going to be here and how tough of a decision is it. 5 receivers versus 4 tight ends, or 4 tight ends versus 4 running backs, type of deal.
That's the question.
Maybe we only keep 3 running backs and we keep 4 tight ends instead of the other way around, right? So
I'm not gonna lie. Outside of the running backs that are at the top of the roster, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, well,
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, that's the case. I mean, it's the top 2 dudes, and then you're like, do we even
Rodriguez worth a damn?
We'll see. I'm not the biggest Chris Rodriguez fan.
I'm not either.
He could serve a purpose though. Like, he doesn't have to be a throwaway. I don't know if he's good enough. If one of the undrafted guys comes in here and wows us, do you keep him and that guy, or do you say it's one of you two? Right?
I think it's one of you two. I think it's more the belief in Brian Robinson as a 3-down back more than anything else. It's not trying to slight Chris Rodriguez or slight one of these undrafted guys or say they're trash. No, I think Brian Robinson could be a workhorse, and I trust Brian Robinson. And I think that he had more opportunities last year. He would have showed more. Yeah. But he's shown enough to me. But I said, all right, this dude's a dog. I don't need something. I know B-Rob's a dog. I know Austin Eckler can do. Is it any carries for you, my boy? Like, is it any touches for you, my boy? Like,
yeah.
Do you serve I guess you're an emergency plan if one of these dudes, knock on wood, gets hurt. But that's like, right. For real, what purpose do you serve in that, my boy? Like, These two dudes are dogs. I don't need a puppy with dogs. I got dogs. Like, I got legit dogs.
That's right.
Grown amen. Like, I don't need you here. Like,
I get, and I think you hit it. I think you hit it on the head, which is if something were to happen to B-Rob, he'd be able to step in, and Austin Eckler could still be your, third down back. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't really lose as much as if you didn't have him. And now you got Austin Eckler trying to be a every down back, and that's not what you want. So.
I don't want that. Not in this point in Austin's career. I love Austin, but not in this point in his career. Like,
right.
Austin's clearly lost his step. Like, you'll see the explosion every now and then, but on a week-to-week basis, it ain't there.
Yeah, I mean, and he was never the fastest guy to begin with. But last year he was dealing with some stuff. I still think he's good. We just, like you said, I don't think he's as dynamic as he. Of course, he's approaching 30. I mean, we get it. You know what I'm saying?
Get it? Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and he's definitely been a guy that's had his fair share of touches in that amount of time too. So, I like those two at the top. We'll see what they decide to do with the rest of those guys.
Yeah, I think they keep three. I don't really see the depth beyond the first two to where you want to keep four backs. I don't. It's not like in 2021 when you had a purpose for a Peyton Barber or you had Jayden McKissick when you had the other guys. Like, no, it's dog number one, dog number two, and knock on wood, emergency plan. That's how I see the running back room as. I don't see nothing else. Like, if that emergency plan, Chris Rodriguez Jr., and go out there and prove it, bro. If it's one of these undrafted dudes, come prove it, bro.
The one out of Arizona, I like him. Michael Wiley. I like him.
I heard that name before.
I want to see if he gets enough opportunities. He could be interesting.
Because I don't think, like, I think in the preseason, I think, like, outside of dress rehearsal, the back was going to play a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I think he'll get ample opportunity to see what he can do. I hope he has, like, that kind of that Mac Brown preseason. He was out there spanking them boys. He didn't make the team. But instead, he'll make the team instead of Matt Brown.
Yeah.
But if he had one type of preseason, he's like, oh, my gosh. Who, bro?
Yeah.
Michael Wiley. Who this cat?
We're going to see. That's what he's going to have to do to make the team, is he's going to have to force people like you to go, yo, who the hell is that?
Who this nigga?
Is that Wiley? Oh, damn, Wiley out here balling. Like that, he's going to have to do that.
Michael Wiley, he out here doing this thug thizzle. Yeah, sign him up, bro.
Yeah.
Just see him out of here.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be like that. So it's going to take that kind of performance.
Like later draft picks are making this team. I think Cole Turner making this team. Chris Rodriguez probably on the. We'll see. Hey man, hey, Blocky Bates. Doing great pass. 55 overall, no badges.
I don't think he's going nowhere, man. Like if they keep in 3, then it gets interesting. But he's like, unless you really trust Ben Sinnott as a inline blocker right now.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say. That's the only way he doesn't.
Tough to move on from John Bates. If you see Ertz and Sinnott as inline blockers right now, then you don't have to have
John Bates.
But I think Bates still serves a purpose.
Which is why inline blocker.
Going back,
I don't think Sinnott a legit inline blocker right now. I think that's just one weakness in this game. This is inline blocking. He can block like what you said in your breakdown. I should completely agree. Is when he has a running start, he is sending you to the ground. Mm-hmm. He throwing you, he tossing you. You going somewhere, but you're not tackling his running back. You're going somewhere else. But if it's inline blocking, it's a little iffy. Sometimes he can get it done. Sometimes it depends on the guy that's in front of him. But that's something he definitely has to work on this offseason. I really believe this is one weakness in this game I see, but everything else with Ben Sinnott, I like, except for that. So yeah, John Bates, 55 overall, no badges, serves a purpose on our team. my man got no badges. Oh, he does have one badge, blocking.
He got one.
The one bad, he got blocked. He does have a bad. I lied to myself. My fault. But okay, so hey, that's two things that impressed me with the OTAs, and it's for Jayden Daniels. That's that college experience, man. He's played 55 collegiate games. Like I expected him to know how to pick up an offense, and I guess I kind of expected this. Yeah, I kind of expected this, but. And that's what you said about Drake May. I expected the same thing from Drake.
Yeah, right. Facts.
That's why I said in my breakdowns with both quarterbacks. One has a much higher floor and maybe a slightly lower ceiling. One's a much higher ceiling, but a way lower floor.
Right.
So do you want to take the higher ceiling or do you want the higher floor? Adam Peters said, hell no. Nah. I know my clock gonna start ticking when I draft this quarterback. He can't handle the low floor. I'm gonna take the high floor and I'm gonna go with Jayden Daniels. And I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it, Adam. Stick to your guns, AP, and AP we trust.
That's right.
But yeah, I wasn't surprised to hear Drake May struggling and his throw motion being slow and his release being elongated. I'm not surprised. He's played 2 years in college. That's not surprising. No, Drake May's gonna be trash. We don't know, bro. Go sit your goofy ass down somewhere and let the kid learn. All right, shut up. Oh, we made the right choice. Let the process play out. Or these Patriot fans, these Commander fans, coming at Patriot fans about Drake May. Chill out. Chill on Drake, man. RB Drake May will be just fine, okay? My man need to call RB Drake, say, hey, how'd you do in the beginning of your career, man? How you doing, man? Tell me how to do it, man. When you put so far gone out, man. How'd it go, bro? He'd be just fine, man. Drake May will be fine. Like he probably didn't sit a year though. I believe he should sit this whole.
He gonna sit for most of the year. I think he plays.
I think he should. It's like week 17 or something.
Bro, that ain't gonna be that long time. They're gonna be out of it. They're gonna be. New England gonna be out of it by like.
I guess New England is kind of trash. Yeah. All right, week 9.
It'll be somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay,
somewhere in between week 9 and 11. I think is when he'll play.
Week 9 or something. Like I think their bye week 10. So even before
pretty
late
bye. It's a pretty late bye.
Yeah, so he'll play in the middle of the season. But yeah, I'm impressed with Jayden for sure though. The way he processes information, the way his work ethic, first one in, last one out. That's what you want for your franchise quarterback. That's what you want. You want a guy that's going to put the work in to improve his game in order to go out there on Sundays and perform. And I'm impressed. I like what I see, and I'm glad we selected him at number 2 overall. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this out of my mouth, but I'm feeling some 2012 vibes, man. That's just me.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it.
I'm not putting
in a good way. In a good way.
I'm not putting that pressure on them, but yeah.
No. I mean for his production. I meant the team vibe. Like it feels like, hey, we started off 3-6 that year, but people remember if fans will remember. We was like, oh yeah, man, we got Robert now. We about to go crazy. I ain't worried about these fools, man. NFC East fool. Who are these dudes? Like, I remember a lot of Redskin fans at the time were just talking crazy. Yeah, man, we got our franchise quarterback now. What's up with y'all? What's up with Romo and this bum and like get these goofies out of here, man. Yeah. We was talking crazy. I was like,
I know I was. I was like, yo, we got our quarterback for the next decade. Y'all in trouble. You know what I mean? That was the vibe. That was the energy. So
we was talking crazy, and rightfully so, because we didn't have a quarterback in so long. We were just talking crazy, and it feels like that now. I hear a lot of Commanders fans talking crazy.
You gotta also remember, we almost swept. We've never swept the division in franchise history. Never done that. We almost did it that year. Like we only lost to the Giants, and remember, he had that crazy play on 4th down where he eluded the rush.
Bro, I was so sick and threw it that game, bro.
Yeah.
He threw that on the 10 in the back of the end zone.
That was so gorgeous.
And then Victor Cruz sent us home with a
Victor Cruz. That's my Victor Cruz. It was the very first play of the next possession after we scored, bro.
No, like third. I think incompletion on 1st, 2nd down. It was a 3rd and 10. I was like, oh, we get this stop. The game is over. Bump Medill Williams' goofy ass gets cooked.
Yeah, I think it was him and Josh Wilson. I think it was both.
Josh Wilson. It was both of them goofies. They got cooked. Goofies. Hate y'all. How dare you do that? After Robert did that, how dare you do that?
Yeah. We didn't
face.
even have a
I
chance.
was sick. We should have swept the whole division. We had all them boys beat, dog.
Yeah.
We beat
So that's why we was able to talk reckless, because we thought, hey, we got us one now. Which I
guys, now we beat all of y'all. We swept y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all was a 50 crew touching and getting swept. Yeah, we got this. We done for real, man. We good. But he got hurt. I said, wow. When I saw him hit that ground, I never feel so depressed. I was sick. Dog. I already
was like disconnected after he threw the second touchdown pass, and he you could tell he did something to his leg because he limped off.
Yeah,
and he wasn't the same after that. So I already was kind of disconnected. Like,
this is about to go left.
Yeah, it's about to go sideways, and just getting hurt was like finality of it. Just seeing him laying there on the field, like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, facts. It was like, bro. I don't know. After that second touchdown pass, I know he was playing well. I would have pulled him. I wish you just pulled him.
You couldn't have, like,
once he started struggling, at some point, he was doing more harm to himself playing than not playing. Like I would have tried to pull him.
Yeah, after they tied the game up, you could have probably pulled him.
Yeah, my eye, bro. They tied the game up. Get your behind out of here, bro. You're not winning this game. Kirko change before Kirko change.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Kirk, man. I gotta know your opinion on this. I see Mike Lowry's comments. I'm gonna get to him in 2 seconds. What are your thoughts on these wild Falcons, bro? I gotta know, bro. What are your thoughts on them taking Michael Penix at 8 overall after giving Kirk $100 million?
That was insane, and nobody saw it coming. Like, they didn't even tell Kirk what they would, because you know what's crazy is the whole reason he left Minnesota is because they told him up front, hey, we thinking about drafting a young boy. And Kirk was like, oh, bet. Well, y'all do you, and I'm gonna do me, right?
Yeah.
And he goes to Atlanta, and he just assumes that, oh, because they drafted me, they're not gonna draft a young boy. And then they turned around and drafted a young boy, and then he was caught off guard. And then he was asked, well, if you would have known that, would you have signed here? Of course he wouldn't have signed. He was like, well, no reason in going back and having revisionist history and saying what I could have done or would have done or should have done if I would have known this, because, we can't live in that hypothetical world, right? Translation, hell no, I wouldn't have signed here. If I knew they was going to draft Michael Penix.
No, you want to draft a quarterback, gang. Like,
he had options. He did not have to sign in Atlanta. He thought, and this is what you get when you don't ask questions. He assumed that, oh, they so interested in me and they're giving me all this money, there's no way they're gonna draft a quarterback. He just assumed.
I would have thought the same thing too. You give me $180 million, bro, for 4 years. I'm gonna assume I'm the guy for these next 2 years for you draft a guy. Like, maybe in year 3, Kirk out of drafted a dude, but year 1 and bro ain't played a snap yet is crazy.
Yeah, well,
Atlanta, wow, bro.
He found out the hard way. Now, didn't he?
What's all doing now? He's saying his videos back in there. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's super tough. That's super tough. House season was not a mistake. Oh man, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't talk. We got NHL in Seattle. Go Sammy. Go Sammy. I don't
yep. I've said all I need to say on that one.
Facts. I'm not doing it no more. All right, y'all know what I said on Instagram. If I follow in Protest Sports Network _ on Instagram, I know what I said about that. I said the RIPs to it. I don't want to talk about no NHL no more. I wish saying them but the best. We won't leave it like that. We'll sweep not this year, but next year. We'll sweep the whole division. It's crazy next year. That's OD. I ain't gonna hold you. RG Preaching played that season after Nada hit versus the Ravens. He decided to play, bro. He saw Kirk.
I mean,
Kirk throw
it's
that
easy
390
to
against the Browns. Said, "Hell no, I want my job taken."
it's easy to say that in hindsight, but the man came back and won every game he played in until it was a playoff game, and we was up 14-0. Like, it's easy to say that he shouldn't have. Now looking back on it and what happened in the aftermath, but he came back. We beat the Eagles, we beat the Giants, we beat the Cowboys, and then won the division, and then we were up 14-0 on Seattle. Like, it's easy to say what we should have done, but he wanted to play. The doctor said he was fine. He played.
He ain't look fine though. He
Didn't look fine, but he was effective still. We could tell he wasn't 100%, but he wanted to play, so they let him play.
65.
Yeah, I mean, that Giants game, the man was hopping around on one leg. Like, he had that touchdown run in that game, and he literally hopped to the end zone on one leg. It was crazy.
I was like, Sean, what are you doing on this field, cuz? Hey, you notice most things Sam sucks at besides pocket presence, Jayden is good at? Okay, oh my gosh. And most things Sam's good at, just like concerned with Daniels, elite arm talent, running skill, stockiness. That's a good point. I would disagree with one thing. Jayden took more sacks in college than people realize.
Yeah.
So the pocket presence is better than Sam's come out of school. He still took a crap ton of sacks. Okay. So start with that. I agree with the arm talent between Daniels and Howe. I think Sam has a bigger arm than Jayden. Not that big of a difference, though. I don't think. You see a big difference?
Yeah, Sam's arm, I think a lot of people think his arm is stronger, just off of watching him spin it. Like, Jayden's arm isn't incredibly strong, but as I've told anybody that'll listen, his arm is plenty strong to get it where it needs to go. I'd say his arm strength is just as good as Joe Burrow's. Joe Burrow doesn't have a cannon for an arm.
Hell no.
Get the ball everywhere it needs to go, and I feel the same way.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
that's all you need for running skill. I think saying a little bit more wiggle at times, but it's not that big of a difference. Now the frame. Sam has a much more NFL-like frame when it comes to weight, but Jayden has more size when it comes to height. So that's a ticky-tack thing. I don't argue with that. Jay can see over the line. Sam had to play more shotgun because he couldn't see over the line as well as a guy that's 6'4". So, your thoughts on that, Lou?
No, I mean, you pretty much said it. I mean, obviously, we know Jayden's running skills are way better. Yeah. But Sam he was a thicker quarterback, pause. He just was short. But yeah, he kind of looked like Baker Mayfield from that standpoint. But
his game does count to Baker a lot, I think, in my eyes. In general.
Yeah. I mean, I think Baker has shown the ability to make quicker decisions with the football than Sam. Sam. And again, I don't even know why we're talking about this, but
I don't know why either.
Early on in last year, Sam was making quick decisions. Yes. And as the season wore on and they started getting in his head, and I saw it happening over time, and I talked about it in the moment, like, stop complaining about the sacks, because what ultimately you're getting is, instead of you complaining about him taking sacks, how about you just get the ball out of his hands quicker? How about you run some quick game?
Bro, and I know a lot of people gonna come at me about talking Airbnb, bro. I'm gonna leave it like this. My man called like 500,000 screens that didn't work in like only 15 slants. I can name how many slants this man called in the season. He called less slants in games played. It was ridiculous.
But that's been the MO in Washington, though. We didn't run slants with Scott Turner either. Like, we just didn't run slants for whatever reason.
I don't know why. They only call him when needed on a 3rd and 5 or something, like against Tampa in 2021, or very, very niche scenarios. I'm like, why? It's an easy throw. It's an easy completion. It gets the quarterback going. Call it. What the hell? I never understood that.
I don't know why everything in Eric Bieniemy's offense was going, and it
15 yards and
15, 20 yards down the field. And it was crazy because it was like that in the preseason. We just ignored it. That was an issue in the preseason. But it was cool because it was the preseason. We weren't tripping. So.
The games didn't count yet.
Yeah, teams weren't game planning. They weren't blitzing. They weren't being aggressive. It was different. So.
Yeah. And even week 1, we kind of saw some flashes of that too. Like, yo, why are these long development routes being called? Like, what the hell? Like, run the ball more. Like, I don't know. Nothing made sense for me when it came to that at all. So, I was just saying that Shanahan should protect him that season, but he's the guy who T. Davis when great players always want to play. That's true. Called a 15 on 3rd. Yeah. He called a slant on 3rd and 5 against Tampa. But outside of that, when can you name another time that Scott Turner called a slant? Please answer that question. I want to know because I really want to know. Looking forward to the hurry up offense. I'm looking forward to more of a faster paced offense too, because Scott Turner's offense was slow as a daggone snail, and EB's wasn't much faster either. So sorry if that comment was irrelevant. No, it wasn't irrelevant. It's no irrelevant comment, sir. You left the comment, and I appreciate the comment. There's no comments irrelevant, my good sir. Okay, so now we talk about old quarterbacks. I'm not opening up no more rabbit holes. We gotta do quarterback. His name is Jayden Daniels, and I want to see what this kid do. So I'm not gonna open up no more Sam Howell. Yeah, no more open up rabbit holes. I'm sorry. No more open up Pandora's boxes. I'm closing them all up. I'm gonna put them in the lock box, and I'm gonna put them somewhere in the studio. I don't know. Put them somewhere. Oh, they're in there. I don't got time for it no more. There we go. They're all put away. No more Pandora's boxes. Not opening them up no more. Okay, so what's up with that? I remember you brought this up in your stream, I think last night. What's the position on the roster that you're most comfortable with, and the one you're least comfortable with? There we
go. So I brought it up. I haven't said it yet, so I'm gonna leave that for my show because I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow, and I'm actually gonna talk about both tomorrow. So I'll let you handle that and talk about what
Respect. I think the one I'm most comfortable with is the defensive tackle position. Just because you got the Bama wall still there. You know what those guys can do when healthy and actually engage. And I'm excited about Johnny Newton. I know he got the foot surgery and all that, and then the other foot got hurt. I get it, whatever. People worried about it. I'm not concerned. My man will go up there and do his stuff eventually, so I'm not too worried. And then we brought up John Ridgeway, and then your boy Mr. A tackles more than us. Phil Mathis. Bro, when I saw that stat, that show said 2 solo tackles and 6 assisted. I was like, bro. All the hell I could do was laugh. Like, what the hell? 8 total tackles. He has 8 more tackles with me, you, Jalen, Rico, and Ed, and all of us. He has 8 more tackles in Redskins review, all of us. He got 8 more tackles than all of us. Scan fan all day, Big Simple. I think Big Simple will go 8 tackles, bro. What are we doing, bro? 8, whatever. All right. Whatever. I'm not talking about that no more. Even the one I'm least comfortable with, specifically, not the whole secondary, specifically outside corner. Specifically. I don't know what the hell Emmanuel Forbes Jr. is. I'm going to call him his government name today. I'm not going to do the AJ Brown III. I'm going to leave it alone. Lou on here. I'm going to be respectful with it. Lou on here. I like Michael Davis. We had a down year last year. So I don't know how he's gonna respond to that down season he had last year. I don't know what the hell happened to Benjamin St. Juice. Also, there's Benjamin St. Groupie on this channel because he can't keep his hands on people. Pause. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to BSJ. I don't know what the hell happened to him. He's like a borderline, really good cornerback too. Can argue for CB1 in 2022, and he went from that to what the hell? I don't know what the hell that was last year, but bro, get your act together.
I think he started smelling himself a little bit.
Maybe so.
I think he started feeling like, okay, I can come up and press dudes. I can come up and get in the face. Like, it reminded me a lot of Bashad Breeland after that rookie season, where we was like, yo, Bashad is a beast. Yo, he shut down Dez Bryant. Like, we got us a dog. And then they signed Josh Norman after they rescinded the franchise tag in Carolina. And I think that got to him a bit. Like, he went from, hey, I'm gonna be the guy this year to, hey, you the number 2 corner. And I don't ever think he ever bounced back from that in Washington. And that's, that first game, it showed he wasn't the number 1 corner. And maybe he would have played better if Josh Norman wasn't there. I don't know. But he got cooked by Antonio Brown that night. That was the night we got twerked on. And like, I think both of them touchdowns was on 4th down. Like, they went after him on 4th down. And been through some dimes, but like, he just couldn't make a play to save his life. And he was really just up and down that whole 2016 season. And I kind of felt the same way about Juice. Kind of felt like he was expecting to take that leap. We weren't getting any pressure on the quarterback. He was being left out on the island for way longer than you're supposed to leave Benjamin St. Juice. And dudes was cooking him. Right? Dudes was torching him. And it was tough to watch at times.
Especially DJ Moore. My man DJ Moore sent his career to the shadow room in one game. Like, that was ridiculous. Like, he did bro dirty. Like, whoo!
He just did our whole squad dirty. Like, anybody that was on him got it that night.
Yeah,
man went.
I saw the person. So
went for 230, bro. Like
4 TDs.
What? That man had a career on us.
I mean,
that's Diami Brown. That was Diami Brown whole season in one game.
Just dirty. Oh my gosh. It was more than Diami Brown season in one game, which is insane. What are y'all opinion on JD5's overall moxie at this point? I can't really say because it's just open bros to 7-on-7s, but I would say he gets it. He knows what kind of work ethic he has to put in. And it's an aura around this kid. Like, people are gravitating to this young man, and I love to see it. Like I says, give me 2012 vibes to a certain extent. Now, maybe they weren't gravitating to Robert like they're gravitating this kid, but I just love what I see from him and his demeanor and the way he's going after it. So, any thoughts, Lou?
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier about how it feels like he's already kind of commanding the huddle. He's gaining the respect of his teammates, and he's showing the work ethic. He's showing up early. He's leaving late. He's being able to call out protections, being able to line guys up already, kind of showing a command of the offense in this early infant stage. I do think it's hard to talk about moxie at this point because, as you mentioned, it's 7-on-7. Like, there's no pass rush. There's no standing in the pocket and staring down a gun barrel and still delivering the football. You won't find that out till we, get the pass on. And even still, he'll have a gold jersey on. He won't be able to be touched. So preseason, you won't really be able to see that until there are live bullets flying around him. But with that said, all signs point to him being a guy that is showing the type of leadership quality that you have to have at the quarterback position. So I am very excited about that.
Yeah, I completely agree with that as well. I agree with all the segments you stated on that one too, Lou. Definitely excited to see when the pads do come on and when it's preseason and some live bullets flying. It's not going to fight regular season football because the speed of the game is different from preseason to regular season, but We'll see how he looks when the pass rush is in his face and somebody trying to knock his freaking head off. So until then, we can't really say how good Moxie is, but we do like the fact that he's putting the work in and he's trying to make sure that he's ready for those scenarios when they come up. Have you heard recently that the air raid offense is deprived from air choreo? That is true. Mm-hmm. Most offenses are hybrid anyway. Facts. What position will drive this offense? Running back, wide receiver, tight end. In the air raid, from what I've noticed, is wide receiver friendly. Am I wrong to say that?
No, it's so the early word was, it's not tight end friendly, but Zach Ertz got the ball. He threw the ball to the tight end after his rookie season, right? Or his first season as the coordinator there. He adjusted and adapted. I saw, what's your man's James Conner have a career year.
Yeah, he was coaching folks.
I didn't know he could do some of those things. So it really, changed the way I looked at James Conner. And so you could argue, and then, DeAndre Hopkins had some big years with this offense. It was, AJ Green was solid.
AJ Green saw that little tilt and he had with Arizona.
And then Christian Kirk had some good years. So I do think it's ultimately it's probably gonna be, more so receiver driven, but look out for the running backs too. Like, don't sleep on the running backs. And the tight ends will get their fair share too. But I think it's gonna be, like you said, more wide receiver driven when it's all said.
I mean, slightly more wide receiver friendly. I don't think it'll be like too much different, because also Cliff might switch the offense a little bit from the last time he ran in Arizona.
I expect him to.
Yeah, I expect him to. Yeah, as expected. The learn from the mistakes you made in Arizona, to improve your offensive system. So it might be a little bit more balanced. Like, that's one thing I didn't like about it. I think the quarterback ran too much, in my opinion. So I think he'll probably switch it to more traditional running back, getting more carries, things of that nature. But I think he'll run enough for the threat of the run from the quarterback to still be a factor, but not run it too much to where the quarterback is putting himself in harm's way too much. So I think he'll find that balance too. So I say watch out for the running backs too. I completely agree with that. BSA locking up JJ has some of his hook for a while. LOL.
Locking up is a strong.
Locking up is cap.
Yeah, that man stayed like $140.
He's still $110. Yeah,
whatever it was. Yeah, like, I think it was like $1. It didn't. So to Elijah's point, it didn't feel like $1, whatever it was. $1.10, $1, whatever it was, because it wasn't ridiculous. But he had that one catch on that crucial third down where he got
the slot fade. The slot fade, Kirk Bruce. Yep.
I said, damn. But he actually D'd him up pretty good that game, right?
So that first drive, he was getting that work put on his ass. That first drive.
I mean, it's Justin Jefferson, so you expect
that. It's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But outside that first drive, until that 45-yard catch on that slot fade,
he was putting in work. He had the deflect. Didn't he have a deflection right before half that Danny Johnson picked off? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was putting in work, man.
He played well.
Yeah.
And actually, I get to see his home game in person. So I saw him give this boy work for 45 minutes of the game. I was like, shout out to BSJ, bro. He had $110, but it was a quiet $110. Like, it wasn't
as quiet as it could be, except for that, like you said, that 45-yarder. It was as quiet as you get. Like, it was like, yo, he did his thing against one of the best receivers in the league. We felt really good.
He gave him a tough time. Gave him the toughest of tough times.
Yeah.
He was in his grill. He was swatting past away. I saw Justin frustrated. Like, Justin was frustrated that time.
Hey, I'm telling you,
on the sideline throwing his helmet. What the fuck
it was
going on?
Like that I think hit the Juice's head, where he was like, "Yo, no, I can get in. I can get in. DJ Moore face, press him at the line of scrimmage, and run with him." Like,
I didn't Justin. I can do it with you, boy. Okay, all right.
Yeah, right.
All right. Keep playing.
All right, bet. All right, let me see you do that.
I respect your ass. You're gonna learn today.
Yeah, you're gonna learn today.
Yo, when I saw him line up with DJ, and he got within 5 yards of him, I said, "Uh-oh." the same about the end well. My boy Damien, like, bro, chill. I said the same about the end well.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? If we would have gotten any type of pass rush, he would have been fine. But it was that extra second. He ran him all the way inside. Like, he jammed him really good. And then once DJ said, all right, bro, get off me.
Raps.
I mean,
sayonara.
And that was so unnecessary, bro. It was 3rd and like 15. What are you doing, bro?
Take us off, my boy. Like,
what are you
that serious,
doing?
If in the fact we allow him to do that, we're just OD. Like, what are we doing, gang? Like, why are we tripping? Why are we doing this goofy ass shit? Like, what the hell are we doing? Can you judge like DB's Philly for last year, that scheme? Yes. Because they were doing dumb stuff too. It wasn't just a scheme. They were also doing stupid stuff. Like pressing dudes on 3rd and 15. Stupid ass people do stupid ass things. That was dumb. That was dumb. Stupid. At least 4 of our players from Ron's drafting don't have a great season. We're going to be in big trouble. No Cosmo. Don't have a great season. Oh, okay. What's that pro tech? I completely agree. I feel DSJ. How's Emmanuel Forbes doing? Do you expect a comeback year? Emmanuel Forbes is a walking meme right now. We're gonna leave him alone. I'm not gonna attack Emmanuel Forbes no more. I'm gonna leave that man alone.
I think he could be good this year.
I mean, he can be. I just think the scheme's going to have to fit his skill set, which I think it will. And I also think that he's going to have to humble himself.
I think that happened last year.
I mean, like, no expectations for him, no nothing. Like, he's like, just go play ball. Like, just
I think that happened last year. Like, how could you not come away from last year being humble? He came in as a first-round pick thinking he was hot shit.
Got a pick in week 2. Marvin Mims cooked himself.
Look, everybody gave him work last year.
Everybody spanked him. Outside of week 1 and week 9, he got spanked every week.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything to help his confidence either.
Facts. They had him one-on-one with AJ in week 4. That was dumb. They had one-on-one with SD in week 3. So what was that? I think it was the second quarter. We had him backed up, and Diggs caught that on Forbes. I was like, I mean, it was 3rd down. I said, why is he one-on-one with SD? SD one of the best receivers in the game. Why is he one-on-one with him, bro? What are you doing? Where is the safety help, bro? And all SD gave him a little shimmy. The second shimmy. I'm gone. That's on you. And my man ankle like they about to break in half. I'm like, and I'm seeing this in person. I'm like, bro, stop. This is getting embarrassing, dog. Like, bro, if you don't take this ball off the field, bro, or just give him safety help or something, like, this is ridiculous, bro. Y'all like, all right, hey, SD gave him about 65 yards of that, $110 he had versus us. Our 45 came from Fuller. All right, cool. I'm not gonna kill him for that, whatever. What AJ did to him, I said, ooh, this is getting ugly.
They saw a matchup and they took advantage of it. Kudos to them for that. They saw it and they attacked it.
I ain't mad at him. I would do the same thing. I see a corner, hey, he $160. This boy 215. He gonna manhandle this boy. I ain't gonna lie, he should have been humble after that game because I know you saw the picture with him with the ball in his hand, looking at him, look him down, and bro like this. I'm like,
hey,
damn, Slim.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That one hurt my soul.
Mad disrespectful.
But my boy Lemon Lynn, two of my closest friends, they're diehard Eagle fans. So they sent me this meme. I'm like, bro, get out my inbox. I had to block them. I said, stop texting me, bro. I'm not talking to y'all right now. I'm blocking off iMessage right now. I don't want to talk to y'all. I'll tell y'all after the game, bro. Be on face, bro. Look at your man, bro. Y'all go to hell, bro. They trolled me for like a month. I was like, bro, stop. One of them made it their contact photo. So when I called them, that picture come up.
They was trolling. They was trolling heavy.
I was like, I gotta stop. If JD5 is the projected starter, how much think he'll play in the preseason? I have to dress rehearsal. Probably could drive it to him preseason game week 1. And nothing in game 3 of the preseason. Yeah. That's all I got. How much you think he played in the preseason, Lou?
It's hard to say because Dan Quinn's coming from somewhere. Granted, he had a veteran in Dak Prescott that didn't necessarily need a bunch of preseason reps. And this is a rookie quarterback, and you'd like to see him get out there and spin it a little bit and run, some of the offense and get some reps under his belt. But Dan Quinn's coming from a program where they didn't play their starters in the preseason. And we're going to have joint practices. I don't know if you saw that, but
yeah, we got
one with the Jets, and now they already had one set up with the Dolphins. Now they got one set up with the Jets. So if you're getting the work that you feel like you need in these joint practices, they may not play him at all in the game. So it's hard to say. The way coaches disrespecting the preseason now, and really taking advantage of these joint practices, he might be, on board with that because he came from a place where that's what they did in Dallas. So it's hard for me to really say.
Yeah, I think he probably will still want him to have some type of reps. I do think in week 1 of the preseason, I think he plays the first drive. This is an opening drive. If it looks sharp, he'll sit him down to that. I do think he's going to play half in the dress rehearsal. I really believe that. I don't care how many reps they get in practice. Probably don't tell me no damn game. It doesn't. It don't resemble live bullets. He still has the gold jersey on. They can't hit him. He needs the reps where he can actually get hit.
I feel you.
Like, what the hell? He's a rookie. What the hell? Evidently, Kyler run as much as he did wasn't like by Kingsbury. I think Kyler and him just had a beef. Let's leave that alone. And Foles caught all the interceptions he dropped last week. Will he be viewed? Hell no. Hell no. He dropped about 3 picks last year. He had 4. He caught all of them.
If he would have had more picks, he definitely would have gotten. People would have cut him more slack. You picked the ball off 4 times. Yeah, he got cooked, but he also took it away. You can rationalize that in your brain.
You can live with that. You can rationalize it.
It's hard to rationalize getting beat as often and as badly as he did, and you only took it away once. And you're supposed to be known for a guy. Even if he had the 4 picks, you go, bro, he lived up to his billing. Like, he took it away, right?
He took the ball away.
He didn't take it away enough. And he had opportunities, to your point, Deluxe. He had plenty of opportunities to pick passes off last year.
170. Yeah, that boy's small. I refuse to watch that crap in person after the Arizona game.
He was saying he refused to come to the games and watch it in person because it was a disappointing. We won, but it wasn't as we were talking about beating them boys by 700 in week 1, and we barely got by them boys.
I mean, testament to the Cardinals. Get the Cardinals some credit too, man. You can't just attack us. Get the Cardinals some credit. They can't play ball too.
They did.
They can't play the ball. They can't play ball. They smacked Sam around that first half. They did. It gave him a fumble 6 before half.
Mm-hmm.
They can't play. I'm not gonna kill them for that, bro. Hey, it's called surviving advance. That's what this national football league is about. Winning ball games. It don't gotta look pretty. What's the saying, Lou? It don't gotta look pretty. As long as it's gritty, that's a dub, baby.
And it's a dub. That's right.
Let's get that dub, baby. That's all that matters. Okay, how pretty it look. Now, if it looks nice, cool.
That's what you want. We was hoping it was gonna look nice week 1.
I thought we were going to put a 30 on their head top, but we didn't. Made plays, but he gave up just many. If it's a first and Ron Carter, you want 50-50. They just did that. Whatever we want. Different perimeters, the stage is so much different. He'll have a preseason game. I think he'll play. I think he'll play a few drives. I don't think he'll play a lot, but he'll play just enough. Just to get his feet wet. Just get his feet wet. You gotta get him live bullets, man. Gotta get him live bullets. We talk about a lot tonight, man. Dang. We talk about a lot tonight. Between the joint practices, which one are you looking forward to more? As a fan, I mean, if I don't know, the live stream them or what. I mean, they might. We'll see, but If they were
They're
to kind of
they're
publicize,
they're not going to because they're not at home. Had they been in, we've been the home team and they were coming to us, they probably would have done something like that. But those are both.
I mean, because we did the Ravens one last year. The Ravens did show, but they didn't show. They didn't show.
The Ravens show theirs. They streamed it live on their channel. So, but they weren't focused on the stuff we was focused on. Like they were doing the things they wanted to do, and we just happened to be catching our team. Like it wasn't our, website team website was doing it. Obviously, it's the Jets. They got a ridiculous defense. They're one of the best defenses in football. So, without question, you want to see him perform against that group.
Facts. I definitely want to see how they do versus Jets. Especially they get Hassan Reddick. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, that defense is so nasty. Yeah, them losing Bryce Huff is a loss, but them gaining a guy like Hassan Reddick is crazy.
Yeah, I'm just glad he's not in the division anymore. I'd rather deal with Bryce Huff than deal with Hassan
We're in
Reddick.
agreement with that one, bro. I don't want to deal with. Because they're white. Was tripping here, Sam. Bringing the reps here was say play. How's it white be tripping? Whole time you gotta look at the part from. What part you talking about? You gotta elaborate on that one, Mike Lowry. You gotta elaborate on that one, my boy. Oh my gosh, I'm getting killed by this Fedarian Mathis video in my comment section. I need y'all to chill out. Stop commenting. Stop. I got chill. We filming 1:30 night versus the Eagles. I would love to. I'd love to beat those Pigeons. Can't stand them anyway. All right? So when you look at the schedule, what's the game you're looking forward to the most? It could be in division or outside division, and which one you think will be the most cakewalk? You look at the schedule.
We don't have any easy games because we're not good enough to have an easy game. So I always tell people, you look at the schedule. We should beat Carolina. Should we? Why? They looking at us the same way we looking at them. They looking at us like food. We looking at them like food. If I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, I'm saying, hey, we got to beat Washington. That's one of the games we got to win on our schedule. There's no cake games. And
facts.
As far as the division is concerned, I would just like to go 3-3 in the division. Like we won 0 division games last year. So you can't get any worse than we were in the division a season ago.
Facts.
I would like to beat the Giants twice if we being, frank with one another, but just beat everybody once and I'd be satisfied with that. But I would like to sweep the Giants and split with both the Cowboys and the Eagles. And if we can do that, I feel really good. You go 4-2 in the division in the first year with a rookie quarterback, new head coach, new offense, all of that good stuff. You gotta feel good about, the future. Because if you can't beat the teams in your division, you can't be a good team. So it starts there.
I agree with that. As for me, there are no cakewalks. I agree with that. People want to look at the Panthers like, oh yeah, gotta be Carolina. Like you said, they're looking at us like, look at these bum old Commanders.
Yeah.
We might go to a command. What's a Commander field? What's that? Like, he about to bust these boys' ass. Like, get out of it. Look at us the same way. Like you said, look at us like food. Look at them like food. So I completely agree with that one. The game I'm looking forward to most when Caleb come back to town. I'm looking forward to that.
I think everybody gonna be looking at, even if you're a football fan that's outside of the DC market, it's the number 1 versus the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Like, a lot of people gonna be looking at that game.
Yeah, and I might think about this because of that. Like, he's from here. He's from the DMV, went to Gonzaga High. Mm-hmm. I've seen Caleb Williams play in person at high school. Fun fact, he played against my high school friends at collegiate. He threw 7 touchdowns and a half on us. Just did us dirty. So I've been watching Caleb for a while, put it that way, and seeing his journey get into the league. I'm happy for bro, and I want to see what he does, man. Come back home as an NFL player on a different team that's not Washington. We'll see how he does. I'm definitely excited to see that for sure. But the vast media would say number one, number 2 overall pick. They should have made that a primetime game. I don't know what the hell they was thinking. I'd have made that a primetime game. That's just me.
Well, they wasted them the last 2 years on Bears Commanders, so I didn't. They could have went back to the well 3 years in a row. I mean, hell, they gave us the same week 14 bye week 3 years in a row.
So dirty bastards.
They could have did it. I mean, they just chose not to.
Yeah,
I thought it was a possibility. Instead, they gave us that Cincinnati game. That feels like a death trap.
Not quite.
You always pick us to win one crazy game every year, and you don't. Sometimes you don't be wrong. I don't think it matters. If Joe Burrow's healthy, see, he wasn't healthy last year. So, yeah, get him early would have worked last year. If he healthy, it don't matter. They going to smash our ass, I think. But, that's why they play the games, right?
Any given Sunday, baby. Or any given Monday in that case.
Yeah.
Are you high on the Eagles? Turnover at coordinators did not finish strong. Look at the roster. What you mean by high on the Eagles? Look at their roster. Are you high on the Eagles, Lou?
I mean, I think they're not as good as they were 2 years ago. And I don't think they're as well coached as they were 2 years ago. So I just think that naturally I'm not as high on them, but they're still better than us. They're still better than the Giants. And you could argue they're still better than Dallas, even though they didn't win the division last year. So, no, I'm not like particularly like, oh my God, the Eagles are so nice, but they're still arguably the best team in the division. It's them and Dallas. There's no other team in the conversation. Dallas fans will say we won the division last year, and Eagles fans will say, yeah, y'all got us last year, but we back. And
I could crack.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that they had a strong offseason. They bolstered their roster. They did some really good things, but they still got some question marks, and obviously within the coaching staff for sure. And we'll see if the talent that they went out and got in free agency and in the draft comes in and plays an impactful role right away or not.
Yeah. I think the one team race. I'm sober with Dallas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm respectfully sorry. It's a one team race. The Eagles win the division. I feel that way. I think the Cowboys still a playoff team. They're probably a wild card team. They probably make a wild card. I just don't see them being the best team in the division. I think it's Philly's division to take until proven otherwise. I'm excited to see Coleman on the O-line. I'm excited about Brandon Coleman as well. You guys see reports that 75% of fans still don't like the Commanders' name still. It's 2 years in. They're going to still think it's only 4 years removed from the Redskins' name being snatched from us. They're going to still feel that way. That's going to be a generational thing. People understand. That's not going to change, bro. No time soon. People are going to feel that way for a while. Thoughts on the Cowboys being all in the lame duck McCarthy year where they replaced the part coaches with coaches not in high demand. This is why the Cowboys are going to be mid this year. I'm going to stand on that. Yeah, I want both Giant games too. I want both Giants games too. I want it for Jayden too. I want to beat Malik Neighbors twice. That'd be nice. He just got here. I still feel that way. I don't care. I stand on that. Bengals fans are probably going to still be more afraid of Burrow tearing his ACL again than losing to us. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Wasted 2 years, LOL. Straight death trap away Monday night. Yeah, if the Bengals actually bring their A game, they're gonna blow us out. I can't allow that. But I said, man, getting them early. Hopefully, they don't bring their A game. Hopefully, we can keep it competitive. I'm not asking them to beat the Bengals because it's not going to happen. But they can keep it competitive for a half. So I turn the game off at 10 o'clock. That would be nice. That's all I want.
Look, we ain't
Don't
asking
get your
for
doors
much,
blown
man.
off. Don't have me doing the Louis T. Come on here at 10:30, cuss out the team. All right, I don't want to do that. I don't fight doing that.
Those are the worst.
Before we get out of here, do you remember? Was that 2018? You came on your stream.
The Giants game?
Second quarter, yes.
Yeah, of course.
40 Donut, Mark Sanchez.
Dirty Chaz. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. So it's a guy on my channel named JP that after every loss, he wants to
John
fire.
Perez.
My guy, John Perez. JP wants to fire everybody after every loss, right? He gets so mad. And you would think we going 17-0 every year because after the first loss, JP's like, look at this shit. Fire everybody. I'm tired of this bullshit. We need to find a new coach. Do this. And I'm like, JP, bro, we 2-1, JP. We just lost our first game of the season. Now, but granted, the Bills beat the brakes off of us, but that's his move, right? I literally went full JP during that, stream. Like I came on and I had seen enough. Fire everybody. I want Jay Gruden gone. I want Bruce Allen gone. If we could get a new owner, get Daniel Snyder the hell out of here. We need a new defensive coordinator. I wanted all the players, like pretty much all the players gone. Like we were awful. And they had quit on Jay.
Definitely did because 2019 we started 0-5. Like they had
Jay was dead man walking. He was dead man walking. I mean,
they had a little bit of fight in that week 1 game.
Yeah, they came out. We jumped on the Eagles like we always do. Jumped on top of the Eagles and then couldn't hold it like always.
But that's kind of funny how that went full circle. Cause we jumped on their ass in 2019. They came out and whooped us. They come home. They come to come to Canada FedEx next year. They jump on our last 17-0.
Yeah.
Wentz ball touchdown passes.
That's right.
Dallas got to celebrating. They cutting up and having this good old time. And they went. That's why I don't know why the hell we traded for Wentz in the first place. We the ones who broke him.
Yeah.
We the ones who broke him. We did it. We broke him.
We were just hoping he could give us what he gave the Colts the year before. That was it.
But we broke him. But we did it. We would have broke his confidence. I don't understand it.
You're not wrong. We watched it happen. We were the ones who
watched it happen. Ron Rivera's first game as head coach.
That's right.
And Ron had the audacity. Was he high that night? Did he roll up a J? Did he sit some Casamigos? Like, was he? What the hell? I didn't understand it. If you wanted Wentz that bad, just wait for the Colts to release him. Yeah, we're going to get rid of him.
Yeah, they were
going to get rid of him.
But see, the thing was, if you waited for him to get released, then you run into the question of, will he choose you? Because now he got options. And he didn't have to choose us. And I think they got scared.
Man, I don't want no damn Carson Wentz. Maybe Tampa did it after Brady retired. But, whatever. But that was interesting because when I relooked at that trade deep inside, I'm like, we the ones who broke this dude. What the hell are we thinking? What the hell? I'm a Carson Wentz apologist. I like the Wentz come out of school, so I always wished him well, even though he was a pigeon. Once he wasn't a pigeon no more, I could be open about liking him. I couldn't do it while he was a pigeon because that's a conflict of interest. Not here or there. Once he got traded from the Eagles, I'm like, all right, cool. I can actually root for this boy and see what he can do. He looked hard in Indy that 1 year he was with Indy. I don't know why Indy got rid of him in the first place, but whatever, is what it is. Bro, my man, I don't know where he at. He a free agent.
He with the Rams.
Oh, you re-signed with them? Okay, cool.
As far as I know, he's still there.
Yeah, I think he did resign with them. Yeah, he did.
He might be gone, but yeah, I think he's still with the Rams.
Let's just see something real quick before we get off. Here's it.
Oh no, he with the
Chiefs.
Chiefs
He's
now.
with the Chiefs. With the Chiefs. With the Chiefs.
With the Chiefs now, because he had that one game where he played week
18. Week 18. Yup.
He won too.
Yeah, he looked all right. He looked all right too.
So I think that got him another shot in the league. And he in Kansas City now.
Hey man, wish you well, my boy. Wish you well, bro. Wish you well, my guy. A man of faith. I wish I brought nothing but the best. We ain't gonna play nothing.
I got no ill will towards him.
Yeah, nah. My man said, I almost broke my phone. What? Who you got winning game 5? Oh, man, the Mavs gonna wrap that up. That was Cuba and Ant-Man and them did last night. If Derek Lively can play, that series is over. They won't be getting all them open layups and all that foolishness they was getting in game 4. Okay. Talk to a 7th grader. What? Bro, if you feel that way, you can walk away, Shawty. You my friend, you think I give a hell? And I'm definitely not a 7th grader, sir. I'm a grown man with a child, respectfully. Louis talk to a 7th grader is crazy. Man said my phone almost broke when the West trading. I thought I'm gonna get Indy Wentz. That Cleveland game so bad. Yeah, I didn't watch that in person. Don't talk about that Cleveland game, bro. I was talking a whole bunch of crap. I was talking crazy. I was talking Brady. I was on the side of my neck. I was sitting at the Browns fans saying, "Oh, y'all about to go home. Get out of here. The massage therapist will get out of here with an L. I can't stand massage therapist self. Get out of here. Da da da." Boy, the Brown fan let me have it.
That was the first game that he played semi-decent in since coming back. We made him and Amari Cooper look like Brett Favre and Donald Driver or something like that.
That's a good throwback right there. That's a good throwback.
Crazy.
Or Aaron Rodgers and Gray Jennings back in the
day. Yeah, it was dumb, man.
That was OD. Like bro, because we had them strapped in the first half. They couldn't do nothing. Nothing.
We couldn't do nothing. Man threw 2 picks.
Even one could do nothing, but they couldn't do nothing.
We had a 90-play drive to score a touchdown before the half, where this man had to jump over the top and stretch the ball on 4th down, so we could be winning 7-6 at halftime. It was trash.
That was so tragic. They should have pulled him after that second pick, though.
I would have.
They should have pulled him. I don't regret them starting Wentz that game because Heineke was struggling.
I don't either. My thing wasn't that
Carson just had to play well to stay on the field.
You also gotta what we don't know, and what we later found out is the locker room felt like Heineke should have been playing, and I think Ron lost the locker room right there. He lost a lot of respect from the veterans when he pulled Heineke. It's one thing to pull him out of the 49ers game because he was getting his ass beat and it was going downhill, and just say, all right, we'll get him next time. But he pulled them and started, which I didn't have, I like you, did not have an issue with it. But the players, you got to also gauge your locker room and kind of figure out the pulse of your locker room. And clearly they didn't have any confidence in Carson Wentz. And after, it's okay to admit I made a mistake. And after the second pick, he should have, instead of doubling down and saying, nah, I'm going to ride with him, you should have gone back to Heineke and seen if you could salvage what was a very winnable game.
Yeah, facts. Because after the second pick, it was you should have pulled him. But because after that, they got the touchdown drive. They went up by 1.
Yeah, he would have never got that opportunity. He would have been gone. Pulled his ass. He would have never got that opportunity to go on that long marathon drive before the half.
And the only good throw he made was that 3rd and 17 in Jahan. The rest of that was just dinky dunks.
Yep. It was trash. It was all J.D. McKissick or whoever was at running back with a bunch of checkdowns.
A bunch of B-Rob checkdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't nothing to write home about.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing right. That one throw to Jahan was decent, right? Everything
Yep.
else, that wasn't hitting on nothing. And that's weird though, because Carson played so well early in the season. I was like, damn, okay, Carson. All right, bro. I see you, dog. See. Then that Eagles game happened. So.
Yep.
And I said it was a sea of green in that stadium. Boy. I was surrounded. Lou, it was me and my father.
Mm-hmm.
You surrounded, like it felt like you was on an op block. You just surrounded by ops. It's all green around you.
I mean, you said that like you were surprised or something.
I mean, like I expect the majority of Eagle fans. I expected that. But I said that whole section is only me and my father. It was not another Washington fan in sight. I was expecting that. I would be majority Eagle fans, 65-35, something like that. I was expecting that. But on our bench, full of green? No, I expect that. Hell no. Not behind our bench. Over there, yeah. But not behind our bench. Hell no, I'm expecting that. I was shocked as hell. What are y'all doing over here? Go over here with that. Why are you over here? You fly, eagle, fly.
Yeah, that was the worst part. You could hear that on the TV. Yeah. You could hear that jank through the TV. It was like, man, that's rough, bro.
I was like, my dad, like, get me out of here. Yo, Pops was like, get me the hell out of here. I
don't blame him.
Yo, I think after the second quarter, my dad said, we gotta go. We gotta go right now. I was like, I spent $2 on these tickets. You think I'm gonna go? He was like, son, I love you. Matter of fact, I'll do your sock. I'll give you $200 back. Let's leave. Say no damn.
Pops was like, yo.
I never see my dad mad. Like not that mad.
He was like, yo, I'm not here for that foolishness.
Speaking of children, is it me or do infant girls eat more than infant boys? I don't have an infant girl, so I can't answer that question.
Yes.
Okay.
My daughter be crushing stuff, bro. She do not be playing.
And TJ be eating a little. TJ eat a bit, but he don't like to be double.
And I got twins, so I got one of each.
Ooh, okay. So you got to see it first person.
Yeah, like literally, it's crazy.
That's funny as hell. Did he have 3 picks in the first 6 passes? No, he had 2 picks in the first 3.
I think it was no. Well, the third pick didn't come. I don't think until a little bit later.
It was the fourth quarter. You trying to throw the ball to Jahan.
Yeah. It was coverage. Like in the triple coverage or whatever, and
it was like quadruple coverage.
It was a lot of Browns.
It was gang coverage, boy. It was like gang in this bitch.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was. It was 2 picks.
In the first 3 passes.
The first throw of the game was a pick. And then the second pick was probably maybe 2 passes later. Yeah, it was an interception on the first 2 possessions.
Yeah, fact. Keep that pantry full, Lou. Keep that pantry full, Lou. Nah, I gotta do the same thing, bro. TJ job be going crazy sometimes. Great stream, y'all. Tech and Lou, the best person in space. I appreciate that, man. That's a huge compliment from you, man. I appreciate that. It's a lot of us, bro. It's gang in this bitch, and then you say that means a lot, bro. I believe Heineke the one is that gang, but there never been no Sam Howell. Touche.
We would have taken that if he'd have won that game and had a chance to go to the playoffs.
But I mean, honestly, we would have really been beat down from week 18.
You never know. I mean, we did beat them. They still wouldn't have had nothing to play for.
That's true.
Who knows what would have happened? We probably wouldn't have. You're not wrong, but they didn't have nothing to play for.
So you never know. Revisionist history.
Yeah, it's easy to say that, but we also played a lot of young boys that came out with a ton of energy because we ain't had nothing to lose. Whereas if you were playing for the playoffs, Jamin Davis
veterans.
probably don't go on IR, and a bunch of dudes that they just sat out that last game, like Jonathan Allen. Them dudes still play. Who knows what we get? Because a lot of them young boys came in and they balled.
Yeah, Kalik and all them other young dudes.
Yeah,
Sam went out there.
And all them dudes was out there playing ball, man.
Yeah, they was out there playing with their head cut off. They was having a good old time. That Cleveland game hurt my soul. I hope Taylor was around after half. Carson had nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as a Carson Wentz guy, like, I didn't want to give up on Carson, but the way Carson was playing that game, that he sold. Bro sold for sure. Bro definitely sold for sure. Definitely sold for sure. But man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, man. It's good wrapping to y'all tonight. Shout out to Lou for being on, man. Lou, appreciate you, bro. I know my man probably got some videos to edit, and I have some videos to edit. It's about 1:30. I ain't trying to wake up my baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here because I don't want to get called lack and that boy wake up, and I'm up till 5 in the morning. So.
Yeah. You better get that sleep while you can. Stop playing.
Man, no bull, man. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to Louis T and Louis T Network. I ain't done so. We did some midnight marauding tonight. And Lou
I know what it is, man.
I know what it is, man. Shout out to Lou, man. It's a great time, bro. I appreciate you even pulling up. You pull up late, but it's all good. I know you're a busy man. I get it. No problems over here. I appreciate it for sure. It was definitely good chopping it up. Good talking a little bit of everything, a little bit of music, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
A little side story times. It's all good.
Facts. It's always a good time, man. Really appreciate you as always, Tom.
Oh, for sure. Y'all already know, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all get some rest. And we're gonna run it back tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? More videos on the way, more streams on the way. I got one guy on Friday. You know what I'm saying? I might get somebody on tomorrow too. So y'all can pull up tomorrow, man. If y'all ain't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good evening. Pray for I go to sleep, darn it. Make sure y'all can wake up in the morning and God wake y'all up. Let's get back to the grind tomorrow, man. Let's get it. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.